Yo, it's me, OGDuffy. I am here with a video that I've been promising for a long time, and it is this: 5 reasons why you need to collect for the Nintendo Wii U system. Let's go. The number 1 reason you need to get involved with the Wii U. Okay, it is this: simple. Failure. Yes, you heard me correctly, failure. This is the worst selling console that Nintendo have ever released. Let's be honest, a company as good as Nintendo that have brought us such classics like the SNES, the NES, the Wii, GameCube, the list goes on, and of course more modern times, the Switch. They don't fail, guys, but they did with this massively. Now some of you out there will say wrong, you're wrong, OG. The worst selling console from Nintendo was the Virtual Boy. But the Virtual Boy was never released worldwide. It only came out in North America and in Japan. It was never released in Europe or the Australian territories. So, for that reason, this is the worst performing system Nintendo produced. This graph here shows you the sales, or rather lack of them, and for that reason, this system now is 10 years old. There's some great games on it. It's a really cool system, which we'll be coming to, but honestly, jump on board with this. This is going to become a future collectible for sure. The number 2 reason you need to get a Wii U or start collecting for it, and it is simple: Wii U exclusives. Now it's Nintendo, so there was just some completely great games that were just Nintendo only releases. On top of that, there were some games as well that were Wii U only releases. I mean, I'm going for the full Wii U Power set, as you know if you follow the channel, and on that there are a total of 161 physical games. Oh yes. Plus another 2 further which were digital download only. So a total of 163 Wii U PAL games were released. But not just that, there was complete exclusives. I mean, you had games like Animal Crossing Amiibo, you had Fast Racing Neo, Game & Wario, Zelda Wind Waker, a HD variant, Mario and Sonic Sochi Olympics, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, there was Nintendo Land, you had Paper Mario Colour Splash, there was Rabbids Land, Star Fox Guard and Star Fox Zero, and Xenoblades as well. And then of course, not just the Wii U exclusives, you had the Nintendo exclusives that were released on this Wii U along with the Switch and stuff, including sort of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know, absolutely amazing games. And of course, we can't forget the classic, probably the best platform games on any system. Oh yes, Mario. So that is the 2nd reason why you should get yourself a Wii U now. And the 3rd reason why you need the Wii U in your retro gaming lives, guys, is because of the backward compatibility. Yes, it plays all Nintendo Wii games. Not just that though, 2 great features. 1, it's a HDMI console, so it'll play on any modern TV. So no need for adapters and having a special CRT monitor, etc. Also, it upscales the picture quality of the original Nintendo Wii. As you know, or maybe you don't, but you will now, the Wii U is HD, okay? So it's a great image on there. It'll take the original Nintendo Wii, and it will take the discs in there, and you can use the original controllers and all that sort of stuff from the Wii, but instead of it being 480p, it'll upscale the image. 4th reason why you need a Nintendo Wii U, guys, or to start collecting for it, is this: the catalogue of games. Don't get me wrong, as I've already told you guys, in the Wii U Power set there's only 163 games. But forget that. It's the back catalogue of Wii titles that you can play. I mean, you're looking at over 1,600 extra game titles. But it's not just that. I'll stop you there. It's the rail shooting games, the zapper gun games. I mean, just look, some of them games are absolutely stunning, guys. I mean, you've got some real exclusive shooters that were just for the Nintendo Wii. I mean, look there. You've got Link's crossbow training. You've got the House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return, you know. They are just some absolutely great games. And other zapper games you could get. Ghost Squad. All them sort of great rail games. So, it just gives you such an expansive system. So there's so many more games than just the Wii U that you'll be playing on this thing, okay? And then, of course, who can forget? Oh yes, we all remember, I'm sure, we probably all spent a Christmas playing it. Wii Sports. And the fifth and final reason whilst you need to start collecting or looking at the Wii U is this. Fifth reason, price. Oh yes, look at these eBay listings here. You can get a boxed console for as little as £100 in decent condition as well, guys. Okay, these are sold listings we're looking at now. So under £100 you can get one boxed. I'm sure if you go on Facebook Marketplace, you'll get it even cheaper. And if you went for one unboxed, cheaper again. So do your homework. If you want one just for gaming, because they are great little gaming systems, then don't worry about the boxes and stuff. But if you want one to collect for, have a look at the boxes. Now, bear in mind, there are some variants here. You get a white edition and you get a black edition. The white edition has 16GB internal memory, whilst the black edition has 32GB internal storage, should I say, not memory, storage. Okay, so they're the difference. The other difference you're looking at, there are a variant console, and that is a Zelda special. That fetches a bit more money. That's more for the collectors, guys. And there are other variants from boxes as well. So, for example, you've got your typical Mario one, which is very popular. And then you've got your Smash Brothers and things like that, and even Zombie U, which was not such a popular boxed version that was sold, so it probably goes for a few more quid than the others. But all in all, there's a great range out there, so there's no excuse not to get one. Now, let's talk about the prices of the games. Oh yes. Now, as I told you earlier, in a full Wii U PAL set, not NTSC, but PAL, 163 titles. Some of the really expensive games are high-end games, okay? They're going to cost you a lot of money if you start collecting for the system. But there are loads that are dirt cheap that are just awesome titles as well. But the thing is, when do you start collecting for this system? Because I only see prices doing one thing. Here's a great example of that. I bought this title probably about a year ago. Tesla Grad. I paid about £60 for that. It's a sealed PAL version, okay? Now, if you look at them recent sold listings on eBay, you can see what's going on with that. That is just nuts. Now, these are the higher end games, all right? Just for a few examples. Walking Dead, you're probably looking at about £100 on that sold. Maybe 80 to 100. Shmup, great game, but 150 quid. And then you're looking at something like this, Finding Teddy 2, which you don't see too often. And again, these are the high end though. Probably looking at about 180, 200 quid for that one. So, they're the high end. Let's talk about the cheaper titles. So forget them high end games. There's only, well, not probably a good 15 maybe of the full collection that are quite, well, very expensive. But anyway, I think they're only going to go in one direction. Cheers, guys. But there are some great games there that are cheap as chips. Super Smash Brothers needs no introduction, an absolutely stunning game, probably about £8–10. Super Mario 3D World, awesome game. Mario as a cat has to be seen and played to be believed, but you already knew that, guys. But 8 quid. Super Mario Maker, again, no explanation needed. Donkey Kong. These are all absolutely classic family style platform games, except for, you know, that of course, but absolutely stunning games and really, really cheap. So you don't have to come in and start collecting for this system at the high end. Start low and get them while they are cheap. And we can't talk about the price of the games without visiting some of the Wii titles. I mean, Super Paper Mario, that, I don't know what they charge for that now, probably about a tenner. Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario Galaxy 1, these are all absolute classics. And then we've got games like this, The Conduit. There's also The Conduit 2. These are great shoot-em-up games. Honestly, these are really, truly unique and original games. And then you got that. Dead Space Extraction, which is a railgun shooter for the system. I paid £12 for that. Might even be cheaper now, you never know. And then there's this. There's real bargains like this. Red Steel 2. It was everything that Red Steel 1 should have been and more. As you can see there, £1.99. So, what's not to love? They are my 5 reasons why you should get a Wii U system or start getting into it. Now, let me do my summary. So that concludes, guys, my 5 reasons to get involved with the Wii U. You're not too late, honestly, you're not. There's still some absolute cracking games out there at amazingly cheap bargain prices like I just showed you. I mean, as you know, I do updates on my collection and stuff. I'm getting there slowly but surely. The collection is coming along, guys. I can't rave about it enough, I really can't. Don't get me wrong, if you can get yourself a nice decent box console there, £100, I don't think it's an awful lot of money, you know. Am I going to fit that in? Oh yes, perfect, look at that. I don't think it's a lot of money, I really don't, and I think it's a great system. The upscaling alone is worth it for the upscaling. It's worth it for the back catalogue of Wii titles. I mean, especially here in the UK, guys. I mean, we can go into CEX and you can get some truly unique games from £1 each, and they're so playable. I mean, and do revisit games like them rail shooters. They are just amazing. That Zapper gun, invest in one of them. I think they're about £5-6 quid in CEX. Slot the old Wii controller in there and you're off. You really are. But honestly, I think the system is only on the up. I think the value of the games are going to continue to rise, and it is still a fairly new console, really. I mean, it's only 10 years old, just 10 years old. So, you know, it's another 10 years from now, I do believe it's going to be sought after because of its lack of sales. Got carried away then. So there we have it, my summary as to why I personally collect for the Wii U, and I feel it's such a great underrated system you should jump on board with, you really should. If you're going to buy one just for gaming, you can't go wrong, especially with that back catalogue. I mean, the Wii collections alone that are out there and them rail shooters are just spot on. They really are great games. The fact it upscales it slightly is great, you know. And then you've got the Wii U catalogue itself, which is certainly one to visit. I mean, them Mario games, what, £8 each at the moment from CEX. They're cheap. They're great games. You just can't go wrong. They're all-time classics. Star Wing, all things like that. Cheap as chips, mate. Donkey Kong. So do jump on board. You don't have to go after like I am and become a go for a full Wii U set. Buy one and enjoy it like I do. Play the back catalogues. Honestly, you can't go wrong with this system. But if you do choose to get one and start collecting for it seriously, then prices, I believe, are only going to go up. Let's be honest. The system now is 10 years old, you know. It's only going to rise. Nintendo are such a great force in the games market. Whatever they touch turns to gold pretty much, except for this. That is the reason I believe this will become a true future collectible system. Anyway, guys, I've been OGDuffy. If you don't already do so, hit that subscribe button. But most important of all, in the comments, please share your thoughts. Am I right? Am I wrong? You know, feel free to disagree with what I've just said on this video. Because it's always great to have a bit of a healthy debate. Drop it in the comments, and any game suggestions for the Wii and the Wii U in particular. Because although I've got them games there, I haven't played many of them, I have to confess. I've played the sort of AAA titles, but things like Barbie and the like, I have not. So anyway, guys, as always, I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching and liking and doing sharing and all that great stuff. But comment, please. It's really important for me. And guys, I've been OGDuffy, and as always, this beer is for you. Cheers.